A couple of years ago, I set up my own assistant on Discord and I got the entire family to use it. I didn't have time to maintain it and I wanted a few more features, and also I don't want all our private messages to go through Discord. So I found this easy setup that allows me to run the LLM on my laptop, but then connect from the phone. Actually, anyone in the family to connect from the phone. Still have a nice UI, have images that I can upload, audio, and all that stuff. Also, I work better at night, so maybe let's... As I was researching a possible setup, I encountered Tailscale, which is an easy way to set up your own private VPN. And it can work in a mode where it's peer-to-peer, so the data is not going through any other server. It kind of clicked that being able to code your own applications with Tailscale, you can also just serve them to all your devices with zero infrastructure. You just go to your computer, develop the thing, and that's it, it's deployed. Let me show you how to set up Tailscale. So I'm not going to do the whole serving of your own applications, but we're going to be serving Open WebUI, which is a web application, and we're going to be running it on my mobile phone. So you can imagine a similar setup for any other app that you develop. I personally do believe that in the future there will be more personalized software. So this is software you just build specifically for one case that you have. All those jokes about spending 10 hours automating a 5-minute process, now it kind of makes sense. I already have Tailscale installed and set up for me, but I will try to get you through these enough of a setup that you'd be able to do it yourself. I'm going to assume that you can install the software. The one thing I will mention is that when it comes to Tailscale, do not install the App Store version, install the packaged one, because the App Store version will not have access to everything, all the features. We're also going to be looking at, I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce, but Kokoro, I think. So this is our voice input and Open WebUI. I already have Tailscale running here, and I've named my MacBook, and I've also installed it on my phone, which is just an app. You can go to the App Store, again, link below. Once you have those set up and you log in with your own email, that's it. You now have your own network, so you actually doesn't need much more than that. The next thing I've done was not to run Open WebUI as the Docker distribution. I've actually cloned the project and run it myself. Feel free to run the Docker version if you prefer. And the way that Tailscale works is very simple. So it's a VPN. It works as if you were in a private network. So you can refer things by name in your network, or by IP, and the rest of the internet should continue working normally. Okay, now I'm going to go a bit faster here. I just want to show you what you should expect at the end, and also kind of overall the steps. I was really excited when this worked. It looked really good. I'll try to record from the phone next as well. So let's see. We're going to serve from LM Studio. If you don't know what LM Studio is or how to set this up, I also have another video that should be linked somewhere in here. So it should take about 5 minutes to set up. It's very, very quick. But the one thing you will want to enable is serve on local network. Without this, you will not have access to it from other devices. Okay, so we've got that running. The model will be picked by the application, so that's fine. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to activate our environment, and then we're going to serve on this port. It should take only a second. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, then we'll get here in a minute. This is Kokoro. I'm going to run now, but you can run it at the end. Kokoro will give us the voice inputs and the voice model. So we're going to run the script that comes from their repo to start the GPU version of Mac. Okay, so we'll let it start. Okay, so now we've got this running. We've got this running on some ports as well. I've set up the certificates myself, so I can serve it as HTTPS. Without this, you will not be able to run the voice model. But if you don't want the voice model, it's actually much simpler to use. You don't need to do the next step I'm going to do with Tailscale serve. It will just be already in the network. What we will want to do now is serve on different HTTPS ports the different addresses. So this one is going to be pointing to Open WebUI. Okay, so it's telling us the address that you need to use from the device to be able to access this port and this address on this device. And then we're going to also do it for Kokoro, which is the voice model. Okay, so we now have those two running. Now the settings that we change here for your user, you can do this on your computer. It will work as well on your device. You're just loading the same user. So when you start Open WebUI for the first time, you can set this up. I've set it up to have connections to the same address that it shows in the terminal when you do the Tailscale serve. So we've got this connection and you can set it up. The connections to LM Studio need to have an authentication key, but it can be just some random key. Doesn't need to be anything special. Okay, and then to fully set it up, you need to go to the admin settings, which for a while I actually missed where it was. It's here in the corner. And then again, connections, you'll have to enable the direct connection here. You can also use Olama API. Then for models, you can let it, you don't need to add anything. It will just list all the models. You can select the default one in the main interface. And then audio, this is where you will want to insert the address again to the same machine. And to be able to use audio on your phone, you need to do over a secure connection. And then it will be done on this port. Why this port? Keep that in mind. So we did the Tailscale serve of that port to this address. So we're just remapping. It's like a tunnel kind of thing. So we're just remapping those ports, but you point to the Tailscale. So we get the voice there. We get the model name needs to be this one as well, Kokoro. And here I do not remember what it is, but it's not needed. So that's it. I guess that's it. Now let me show. So here we can already decide on the models and we can already say hello. The first time you request something, it will take a bit longer because it's loading the model. But once you do that, it should be pretty fast. Let's, how are you? Let's try that. And yeah, now it's pretty fast. So this model is actually incredible. It's very fast, running locally. In Open WebUI, you have the normal conversations, you can add images, you can do input by voice, can add documents and all sorts of different things. So this is very feature complete. You can also add notes. These are things you can then reference. I will let you explore Open WebUI. It's very much possible that by the time you watch this video, things have changed. So I'm not going to cover these features too much, but the point is it is working. So we've got the model hopefully still in memory. I don't know how this is going to work with the microphone while I'm recording. Hopefully it works first time. Okay, yes. Let's allow it. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you for asking. How about you?
All good here. Thanks for the demo. Actually, we're talking for a YouTube video. Can you say hello to anyone who is watching?
Hello, I'm glad you found the demo helpful. I'm here to assist you with your YouTube video project. If you have any questions or need help with anything, feel free to ask.
Okay, so now you know you can ask. So, oh, how do you stop this? Moving my face. Okay, I'll refresh. But as you can see, you can have a very fully featured system. There is some delay, yes, and I expect these things to improve over time. But I personally think this is actually a great setup. I still use ChatGPT as well. But even compared to that, the fact that I can reference some notes and my notes, and the fact I can add my own knowledge and do a few other interesting things, and the fact that I can also extend this application, I find that very interesting. And also the cat just turned on some fan. Hopefully it's not too noisy there. So let me jump quickly to the phone. So on the phone, you turn on Tailscale in the app. And that's it, a VPN is on. Now I've seen both my devices, so this is the current one, this is the other one. You can copy the address here, jump to your browser, paste it, and in my case, refresh. And that's it. This was a short video and a bit different from the other ones I've done where I try to explain how to do some things. I just wanted to share how I've done this setup with this. It will very much be possible to both access Claude Code from your own phone, for example, remotely. I've seen videos of people linking this to notes applications like Obsidian, for example, to have access to their data from any device. And I'm especially excited about being able to develop my own applications and just quickly get something running on my machine and just load it on my phone. It works on the phone even if you go away and you just have to leave the machine on, I guess. So, which reminds me, There's companies that are currently developing hardware for dedicated hardware to run LLMs at home and to train them as well. And I was thinking this would be a great way to set them up. Maybe if one of them is listening, if you could ever sponsor, sorry for the plug, but if you could ever sponsor a video like this, I would love to have like a little machine there, and then maybe I would try to develop something. You can give me ideas as well, or anyone can give me ideas. For the next videos, I'm going to be exploring some different things. So I've got a robot arm at home, and I've got some ideas on how to improve my grandma's use of her phone and how to make it more personal and more interesting and easier to use. So if you're interested in anything like that, please subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye.